dentist from Germantown on trial accused of murdering his girlfriend after she died from an overdose last year. Fox 5 Chief Legal Correspondent Katie Barlow live outside of the Montgomery County Courthouse with what's going on in court today. Katie?
Well, it's week 2 of trial for Dr. James Ryan here at the Montgomery County Circuit Court. He's the owner of Evolution Oral Surgery up in Germantown. He's facing multiple drug charges and a charge for second-degree murder. Prosecutors say he's responsible for the drug overdose death of his then 25-year-old girlfriend and employee, Sarah Harris. That was back on January 26, 2022. Now, Ryan is accused of providing Harris access to controlled substances like ketamine and propofol. Ryan's defense appears to be that Harris was depressed, addicted to drugs, and was responsible for her own death. According to court documents, Ryan says he went to bed on the night of her death while Harris stayed downstairs in the apartment they shared. Then he woke up the next morning to find her unresponsive on the couch with hypodermic needles and vials of controlled dangerous substances near her body. Then he called 911. He's accused of so-called depraved heart murder in Maryland. That means prosecutors don't have to prove that he intended to kill her, and his background as a doctor may play a key role.
This was not just an ordinary person who is charged with administering these medications. This is somebody in the medical profession. I believe he is an oral surgeon who obviously has a great deal of experience with anesthesia. And I think a lot of what the state is putting forward is reliant on the fact that this was an individual who had that specialized training.
Sarah Harris's family testified they were worried about her in the weeks leading up to her death after she started wearing long sleeves to cover up evidence of using drugs down her arms. Today, the jury heard from her older sister, Rachel, who took pictures of the home Harris shared with Ryan, pictures of bloody footprints, vials of what looks like drugs and controlled substances, and needles on different surfaces throughout the house. Now, the prosecution is still putting on their case right now in the courtroom behind me. The defense will have a chance to put up their case as soon as the prosecution rests. The trial is expected to go into next week.